Hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being here. Today is Friday, June 3rd, 2022. Took a little short trade off of this right here. Got 31 ticks on it. I tried to, middle mouse button again issue. I was happy with one of my exits. The other one I tried to stay in, and so my biggest issue right now is this frickin' middle mouse button on trying to stay in a trade. I haven't figured out how to click the button. I mean, if you click it a little too hard, I'm thinking, should I click hard? Should I click soft? How's it get to show up? How do you get that SLM order in there? At some point I'll figure it out, but you should be able to right click it or something to be able to just put a stop, profit stop in. I mean, or drop and drag. I mean, it's so many things that could happen. I don't. It's in one side it saves you, another side it doesn't, and it's a very frustrating thing that I have to deal with here. I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm sitting up $300, so all good. It's all good on a Friday that the market is going up and I'm shorting it. So this was the third time it went up to the 119 area that I was looking at here. So you see the first roughly time it goes up is right in here at the 1120 mark. High of the week, I believe, is 119.98, by the way. And then it goes up again right in here. Excuse me, this is where it goes up to the second time up through it. That's 1240. And then you see it right here at the 122 mark. If you're looking at what's going on as an overall, you're seeing it went up and then it's done this lately. Go up. It's kind of in this kind of pattern right there. This pattern usually does this. So it eventually breaks through an area. So I wanted to get my trade in before the breakthrough. This was the third time that we went up. It goes back up again. It most likely escalates through the 119 to the 120 area. So it's accumulation of orders right now, I believe, in my humble opinion, into close that you'll see above the 120 mark. You see a nice movement coming in through the close, and I'm glad I'm actually in and out. I don't see myself taking another trade today. I am up on the week, done pretty good in a low volatility market. What did I start at the end of the last week? I was at Friday of last week. Thursday of last week. I was at 57.93, and I was at 57.49 at the end of business on last Friday on the 27th. And today I'm sitting at 16.39. So I'm about a little over half the way to the target right now of 53,000 target that you got to have to go back into the performance account. I'm just writing down the high of the 51,662 high account balance, and I'm sitting at 51,639. And threshold sits at 49,162. And then the difference between the high, or the 51,639 and 49,162, 24.77 is the threshold trailing balance right now, close to the 2,500 mark. I wanted to be in it and stay in this trade and then just have a profit stop behind it in case the market did go down. As far as targets on the 117.29, excuse me, 119.29, 118.70, which hasn't officially run yet, that'd be a 1P. And you're looking at 118.40 if it wants to make a move from the target area, or excuse me, the measuring point at 119.29. Looks like 118.40 is the area that it could possibly go to. A 1.5p down, average range of movement. If we go against this up here, we use the actual high of 119.42. I believe we run, yeah, 118.83, and you need 118.53. So we'll keep that on for now. I'll see if we get to the 118.53 mark. See that we made the 1P movement down off the high, and you're looking at somewhere between 118.53 to 118.23. Further 1.5 to 2p down if it wants to run. But we talked about what I believe will happen in the close right now. We had this movement coming up, and then we had the high come down, went up, come back. It's like a little coil right now, and each one of these is lower. It's a higher, excuse me, a lower high, but the other side of this is that you're not making lower lows on this side. So this is why that move right there is most likely to move in the close that you'll see and attempt the $120 a barrel. It'll be very interesting to see if we go up there and try to knock out the 120 before the 230 mark. So we got about 40 minutes to go here. And to me, it's like a buying opportunity. They're just buying, getting ready to push it through to the 120 mark. I'm going to pause the video here, and we're going to take a look at how the market did overall. I don't really want to take another trade, so the best thing for me to do is to walk away from my charts. If you get tempted to push a button, that's sometimes the best solution to me, in my humble opinion, is just walk away from your charts or close your charting system down. I want to come back and look at the market at 2:30 because I got a feeling what I believe it's going to happen, and I want to see if my hunch is going to pay off based upon the chart patterns I've seen in the past. Okay, be back. For you, it'll be automatic. It'll be like, "Hey, I'm back," but it's not quite 2:30. We're going to look at around 2:20, 2:30. I'll be back and we'll talk. All right, hey. So, well, it didn't reach 120 a barrel, but it did go up into the last half hour, right? This was where, excuse me, let's go back and look where I was trading at. 119.29, this was when I was trading it. It did go down, let's see here, we were looking for 118.53 for 1.5p move down. Let's get our line going here. Talked about 118.53, which seems to run right in this area, so it did hit that. Went as low as 118.43, it looks like, and rebounded there. That went down a little lower. 118.38, and it went up. Now it's trading here, but at 230 mark, right here, it went back to 119.18. So it definitely went up in the close. Some opportunity. If I could have held on to that trade right there, that would have been nice. Like I said, the biggest problem I have right now is that middle mouse button. How to click it in deep, or click it in deep. That's what she said. The click soft, click hard, right? Click soft, click hard. That's what she said. Everything can be go back to that, right? Well, anyway, long story short, I'm done on the trading week. As far as overall, if I'm recapping right now, you're looking at just a recap of my week. Like I said, well, this was day 10. Let's get this up here while I'm thinking about it. There it is. So this was day number 10. 9 days in, I was up 1,300 bucks roughly with 9 trading days. Today I went up a little bit further. I had 2 trades plus 31 ticks, finishing up this week at 51,639. I believe I talked about where I was last Friday, which was 57.49, and I'm at 51,639. So almost, that was at 900 bucks or so. So overall, I'm at $1,600 up, a little over halfway to the $53,000 mark. So that would put me back into performance account again. And there we go. I got rid of everything. So let's just bring it all back up here, slow but sure. All right, so now we're back up on the control box, control center up there. There it is. All right, so honestly, that's really all it's going to do it for me in my week. We did see the ADR go up from yesterday to today, finishing the week at 48, roughly 50 ticks stop loss on a 1R. And then you see the 1.5p was finishing up almost 90 ticks today. And what was it? 60 ticks for the 1p, roughly 90 for 1.5. That's about it, really. Honest to goodness, I can't think. Oh, look at it now, going up to 53. So maybe it is going to make the move to the 120 mark before the 5 o'clock area now. Maybe it wasn't 2:30. Maybe it wants to break it by 5. I said what the pattern was when I was thinking about it. Here's the high going up there, going to try to attempt to. Right here's where it breached it. Now this isn't the high overall, but this was the high of the week. 119.98, going back up there to attempt it again and sell off into close. That's a possibility. So this was a strong up move in from yesterday into today. See the retracement roughly back to 50%, and then up will go again. So it's a nice upward thrust move today, to be honest. So it was best to try to find your money and get out quickly. If I was going to trade long, the 50% mark would have been where my interest would have been at the pivot point right here. But that was at 5 a.m. This morning. Coming into this afternoon, it had already made a move, and I was looking at one direction, coming back down, maybe into pivot to close. Once it decided it didn't want to go, I really was looking at what we talked about, right? We talked about, as a refresher, what we talked about. There it is. Where is my screen draw there? So we talked about this today, right? So we saw it go up like this, right? Then it came down. Something like that. Held. And break through. And we're looking at that 120 mark per barrel. Be interesting to see if it does get up there again. Like I said, the high of the week was 119.98. When the market's in doubt, it'll seek levels of support and resistance. Prior support, prior resistance, it'll go after those numbers. Today, 119.98 being the high of the overall week. Might see it attempted again up there. All right, so that's it for it. Let's wrap it up here at 15 minutes. This is Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week on the next video I'll put together. Bye for now.